turnout, and obviously it's a tough act to follow. There's clearly a lot going on, a lot of good work, and I think I'm separating you between some important community announcements and wrapping up. So I'll be mercifully brief. I was asked to give a quick review for folks who don't know of the visioning process. Many of these are familiar faces. Many folks have been through the process to date, but just to give us a quick summary, a number of years ago we did come together. We identified a series of issues you did as a community. You want to see safe streets, you want to see lighting, you want to see sidewalks, road repairs, you want to address sex offender issues, you wanted to clean parks, improve parks, you wanted to improve tax base, you wanted to address affordable housing issues in the sense that you wanted to have affordable housing for your young people, but also not to be dumped on where every form of low-cost housing would occur within Jordan Heights. You wanted to see improved community institution services, you wanted to see improved youth services, and you wanted to ensure that your fire department stays intact in the community. That's what we heard a number of years ago. The process of achieving some of these goals, particularly from a tax-based perspective and particularly from a land use perspective, takes some time. We're in the middle, almost really wrapping up the land use plan process, which unfortunately for the last year and a half, we're going through this, the creation of this land use plan, which within a couple of weeks should be available, downloadable, as Councilwoman Connie Kepler said, on the town's website. We contributed to that. Cameron Engineering and Vision Long Island and Economic Research Associates wrote that plan. We also were helpful in putting together a fire department analysis, and also Tawan's been running point on the sex offenders impact analysis and keeping the task force going. So we're actively trying to work on your problems from as we need it, as we're instructed, as we're coordinating with your government agencies to achieve and implement your vision. The particular things people ask are on Granny and Mill, what's going to happen on that parcel? You know, we had this vision, there was going to be some office space, there was going to be some mixed-use development, maybe some residential and a little retail. That plan can't, if a developer today wanted to build it, they would be turned away because the regulations don't allow that vision to be real. That's why this land use plan is critical. The good news is the land use plan is just about done. All it needs to do is have the support of the public. That's where you come in. That's where the civic comes in. If you believe that the vision that you came forward with a couple of years ago is still valid and you want to see that move forward, you need to read the plan, submit positive comments, and particularly on the day that there's a public hearing in the town of Brookhaven, which should be in the next few months, come out and support that. Because once that plan is approved, you can change zoning codes to allow that development to come forward. And we know as the real estate market is going to get better, it is slightly getting better. Though I know for folks who are under stress and dealing with foreclosure issues or other economic stress, we recognize that it's a difficult time. Having said that, there are opportunities to really build out that area, Granny and Mill, and also other revitalization opportunities in the community, which other folks are involved in, Reverend Hale and Bishop Hale and others. There are opportunities for revitalization in this community, despite the negative press that does occur at times. I think folks are working damn hard at addressing negative press sometimes, the fire department, other things. There are people that are working hard, many of you here. So the good news is there's good news. And there are things that can get done, and this land use plan is moving forward. So I don't want to take any more time, but I'll be available. Once the land use plan is public, I'll come back to the next meeting, and we can get into the details of it. Chapter 4, Chapter 7, Chapter 5, page 85, whatever. It's, you know, there's a lot to it. There's a lot of detail to it. I encourage people to read it when it comes out. But, you know, we'll be participating. We're working really closely with Tawana Webby, civic president. She actually works with our organization, so we get to see her every day. We're actually going up to Albany tomorrow for the Smart Growth Cabinet. Governor Patterson is plugged in to a lot of the issues, not just in this community, but on Long Island. He's a good man. He seems to be dedicated to implementing smart growth. And so we're happy to have the year of the governor, as we know it's going to be a crazy election cycle, but the good news is we're out there, and you're out there. So with that, I'm going to stop, and if there are any questions,